Ukrainian Sumy offensive is stopped, as Russia counterattacks and recaptures the village. It's day 901 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Sumy front. The situation has become much more interesting and complicated. In some areas, Russians have recaptured a village, and chaos of geolocated footage is confusing lots of people. In our previous report, we saw how Ukrainian forces, using significant equipment, launched massive attacks in every direction. Apart from two, their attacking columns were destroyed and repelled. However, late footage of several of these attacks are causing chaos due to their geolocation. The area of confusion remains the northern axis. Near Sudza, previously we saw how Ukrainian forces launched a big attack northwards. However, in Cherkasska, their column came under Russian fire, and several of their tanks and armored vehicles got destroyed. Yesterday we saw footage of a destroyed tank. But since then, new footage of destroyed armored vehicles has been shared. In addition, as I reported in my previous report, we have not seen any proof of Russian presence. As a result, many sources considered this area to be under Ukrainian control. However, many Russian sources have reported the attack was repelled by their forces. As in both the footage we saw Ukrainian equipment were destroyed, I think the attack was repelled. So I consider this area to be a gray zone, until we see Russian presence. Similar situation is happening near Malaya Lochnia. Yesterday we saw how Ukrainian forces launched a massive attack towards the major highway, as their objective was to penetrate really deep and possibly cut the highway. But their column was spotted and struck near Kuchik. I think Ukraine this time did not attack along the major road, but chose to go along the country road. This was also confirmed as we saw how the Russians were shelling them here. In addition, today we got another footage, in which we can see Russian forces shelling Ukrainian columns around here. And since the last couple of days, as more and more Russian reinforcements are arriving, we see Ukrainians are attacking along the country roads to bypass Russian checkpoints. Apparently, since the start of this offensive, Russian military police have become very strict. Recently, in one incident, they thoroughly checked the documents of a Russian special forces unit that was going to the front to counterattack. So as Ukraine doesn't have legal documents, they are avoiding checkpoints. However, this suggests that Russian positions have become stronger. That's why they are avoiding it. And I have got another proof to support this theory. 2 days ago I reported how Russian forces recaptured this area along the highway. However, yesterday I said Ukrainian forces launched a big push similar to other areas towards Karanovo. However, the main goal might not be the advance towards Koroniva, but advance north. Apparently, in recent footage, one of their units was shelled near Zuravli. And I don't think they would have advanced from here, because in recent footage Russian forces were seen shelling these two forested areas, which suggests it has once again come under Ukraine control after the attack. In addition, there is a country road that goes north. However, their attack was repelled, because in another new footage we saw Russian forces were clearing Kremenoe. But as you can see, Ukrainian offense has been almost stopped. But Russia still doesn't have long defensive positions, so Ukraine is trying to exploit the gaps. However, the Russians have improved their position significantly in the last couple of days. In fact, they found a big success. Recently, they launched a counterattack on Snagast. It was reported by many Russian sources. They were able to push the Ukrainians back from the village and have taken it fully under their control. Once again, I remind you, this doesn't mean Ukraine has run out of steam. They still have a lot of potential, but as Russia strengthens their defense, they will not have success similar to the first days. Recent satellite images suggest Russia has been building more defense lines. However, Ukraine is looking for more ways to distract Russia. Since morning, Russian sources have been reporting Ukraine has launched an attack on Avdiivka with tanks and armored vehicles. But as Russian forces' strength in Belgorod is significant, they have not allowed them to advance. But to be safe, the village was evacuated. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.